I am on the beginning of a 3-day, 2-night backpacking trip into the core enchantments. Yes, I got another permit. I was able to snag one when someone canceled a permit at the last minute. So I am here in the middle of August and I am going back up into the core enchantments. I have been here before, but I have unfinished business. If you don't know, the enchantments is a beautiful alpine region here in Washington state that is known for these gorgeous alpine lakes, and it involves quite a bit of climbing to get there. I'm taking the route via Kolchak Lake, which climbs Aasgard Pass, which is a notoriously steep route that climbs 2,000 feet in under a mile. Anyway, I am already well on my way to Kolchak Lake. Then I go around Kolchak Lake and up Aasgard Pass into the core. There are lakes to see, campsites to enjoy, and mountains to climb, but first I gotta get up Aasgard Pass, so get going. Well, I made it to Kolchak Lake and it is bug free and I am just ecstatic. Last time I was in the enchantments, the mosquitoes were a nightmare, and it is bug free, so I am very much looking forward to the rest of this climb. And I can see the rest of the route. I'm going to be taking a snack break before I make my way around the lake, and then the hard part. But here is beautiful Kolchak Lake, and that is what I have to climb, Aasgard Pass. And the route goes around the lake, it cuts up the pass, up this steep bit, and then cuts over, and that is the core enchantments, and that is Dragon Tail Peak. Anyway, this is the perfect place for my first mandatory snack break. I have to tell myself to stop to eat because otherwise I'll just keep going. Well, I made it around Kolchak Lake, and behind me is Aasgard Pass. I've already started the climb, but the top up there is the core, and I'm going to be camping pretty close to the top, so I am almost there. I'm taking a break and just enjoying, because this is like a beautiful warm breeze. The sun is coming out and no mosquitoes. I'm going to be saying that a lot because I'm very happy there are no mosquitoes harassing me. But I mean, the view is incredible. So this Aasgard Pass, it continues up here. I just need to get up there. It's very close, and I mean, a lot of people worry about Aasgard Pass, and it is difficult. I've climbed it a couple of times now. It's difficult, but it is pretty doable, and it looks more intimidating from a distance. Once you're on it, it's not quite so bad. But it is still really steep, and you definitely want experience and to, you know, condition your body. But it looks more intimidating from afar, and then once you're on it, you're like, eh, this is just steep. I can get up there eventually. But I mean, what a beautiful, beautiful mid-morning here. I mean, check out those mountains. But anyway, I'm gonna have a break and then trudge up Aasgard Pass, and I will see you at the top, hopefully. So I am literally like 50 feet from the top of Aasgard Pass, but behind me is probably one of my favorite views ever, and absolutely one of my favorite views in the Enchantments. It is this part right before you get to the top of the pass. This is Mist Pond, and this is Dragon Tail Peak with its spires and the glacier feeding it, making it this turquoise blue. It literally looks like a natural cathedral. It's so cool. Oh my gosh. But yeah, no, it would be a crime for me not to mention this. This is probably one of my favorite sites. And it's so much better in person. But I am almost to the top of the pass. Ah! I made it. Top of Aasgard Pass, and I am now in the upper core enchantments, and I've seen it before, and every time it never ceases to take my breath away. Oh my gosh, it is so beautiful. I am now on a quest to find a good camping spot. I'm gonna be camping somewhere around Tranquil Lake or Inspiration Lake as a good base camp for the next 2 nights. But I gotta see if I can find a camp spot that I like. Then I get to set up and have my lunch, which I very much need, and have a bit of a rest after that. All right, I have picked camp. I am at Lake Oil Run, and this is gonna be my camp spot. I picked this specifically because it has an amazing view of all the peaks. So I have to set up my tent because I would very much like to sit down and enjoy, but yeah, this is gonna be I'm gonna set up my tent so it's facing this. We got the waterfall and dragon tail and everything. That's what I want to see. I have my camp all staked out and I got my tent set up. I didn't film it because I was in a rush. That's the least exciting part of backpacking anyway, setting up the tent. But now I can give the tour of my campsite for the night. So, tent. Over here we have Oil Run Lake, so there's a lake over here and then there's a creek between the two, leading to this beautiful lake. Enchantment Peak is up there. Prusik Peak and the temple are down there. You can see the top of McClellan Peak, Little Annapurna, and Dragon Tail, and of course that iconic waterfall. So I set it up so that I will be able to look and see sunrise, because sunrise comes over this way in the morning, and then also get the view of the waterfall. But this is a pretty amazing 360 campsite. I wanted a different one than the one I had last time, and whew, I am loving it so far. It's just me. Other people could show up because there's other sites nearby, but oh my gosh, it's kind of amazing. Okay, these two goats decided to visit right outside my tent. There they go. I wet my hair actually because I wanted it to be a little bit cleaner, and oh my gosh, it felt so nice cooling me off. This is actually the middle of a heat wave in this area. It's like 100 plus down in Leavenworth, and it's the 70s up here, so it's pretty warm for the high alpine. But it is around 5 now, and I'm gonna have dinner. I'm gonna have dinner in here because my eyes are very tired of the bright sun, and I'm gonna go out and enjoy the view more after the sun goes down a little bit more because it is very bright. But yeah, I need to eat, and getting the tent set up and stuff, and just enjoying camp. I think I included some shots of just exploring and showing off the view and everything, and it's pretty spectacular. But yeah, I gotta eat now, and then get ready for sunset. There might be a change of plan. I am dealing with what might be a small medical emergency, and I may have to hike out tomorrow. It's nothing serious, but I thought I could get away with doing 2 days here and call my doctor when they get back in the office on Tuesday. I'm not gonna, you know, go into the details of that, but I am toying with the decision and might have to cut this a day short, which is disappointing, but I think I can do and see most of the things I wanted to do and see here. So, but just like, that's kind of where my head's been. Yeah, just been chilling in the tent. I'm waiting for golden hour. It is almost time. Let me go out and do some photography and everything. So it's gonna be really pretty. Enjoying the golden hour before night falls and just start getting ready for bed and chilling. It finally cooled off, you know. It's probably a nice 70 instead of like 80 now. Dare I say 65. But the Enchantments actually isn't fantastic for like the sunset color you're familiar with, just because most of the stuff is east facing, so it catches the sunrise. The sunrise tomorrow is going to be stunning, and I'm very excited. But I mean, the golden hour, especially hitting little Annapurna, that is not too bad. Maybe might catch some color on the clouds later though. We'll have to see. It looks promising. But yeah, just exploring around camp, and I do have this all to myself. No other backpackers decided this amazing spot was good enough. I don't know why. I think it is pretty darn good. But oh man. Ooh yeah, I can get the tent set up on both ends for a view. Excellent. Now the sun isn't, oh there, yep, it just went behind Dragontail. See, Dragontail Peak is what blocks this from getting like spectacular sunset lighting. Bye. You can tell I'm a little delirious. I'm talking to things I shouldn't be talking to. Anyway, so now we're going to enter the twilight hour, and let's see how the color changes over the course of the next couple of hours. I'm interested in then getting it ready for bed and see what tomorrow has in store. So this is the view from inside the tent. On the one side, we've got Prusik Peak and the temple and this beautiful lake here. And if I look over here, I can see Enchantment Peak. And then on the other side, I got the waterfall and Dragontail Peak and the sunset. I'm hoping I get to leave these flaps pulled up tonight so that I will be able to see the sunrise in the morning. Assuming it doesn't get too cold. It's not supposed to. It's probably only going to be like 50 tonight, so I don't think that's going to be a problem. But I hope I do, because I would love to just be able to wake up and see and not have to roll up the flap, you know. the little things. But now I'm just gonna chill and try to fall asleep because, like I said, I'm not feeling fantastic and I need some rest for tomorrow because it is gonna be a big day.